Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be guiding you in what are the main energy for the next full moon in Aquarius that is going to happen the 9th of August 2025 at 16 degrees. And 16 degrees is really connected to Cancer, and we will see after what does it mean. I need to say, after all the analysis that I made last night, I need to say that it's a really pretty loud full moon. There are so many aspects in this full moon that we need to share today, and I never seen an intense full moon like that. I need to say that it will be the most intense full moon of all 2025. And if you stick with me till the end of the video, you will understand why. By the way, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe because it will allow me to share more video and to do a lot of improvement in how I'm delivering this video. And so let's start, go straight to the point. This full moon, it's a full moon that it's dominated by Uranus because it's a full moon in Aquarius, and Aquarius is force ruled by Uranus. And yes, the old ruler is Saturn. So we have two energies that are quite in contradiction between each other, but it's really important how to navigate this energy because Uranus will be communicating with a lot of planets, and Saturn will try to restrain a specific situation in our lives. All of a sudden, you might need to expect some surprises. And the key here for this full moon in Aquarius is that you will need to redefine your place, professional place, family place, social place in the world. Who are the zodiac sign? Because everyone is asking me that, but I believe that it's not really important. It's important for every full moon update. It's really important to understand the collective energy because the moon represent the so-called anima mundi, represent the energy of the collective. And once you understand the energy of the collective, then you can just watch, you can just see in your birth chart in which house, which meaning in which part of your life this collective energy is influencing your life. So it's really easy and straightforward instead of following different horoscopes and following different zodiac sign that doesn't make any more sense. Okay. Let's say on a generic speaking, this full moon will be really impactful, will be really intense for all the fixed sign: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And so if you have a sun or a moon in this fixed sign, if you have also the ascendance in the fixed sign, you will feel more intensity in this full moon. And if you have any planets around 15, 16 or 17 degrees, you're gonna feel a lot of the themes that I will going to share in a moment. Before to share the main four themes for this full moon, it's important to understand that a full moon is happening every 28 days, and it creates a moment of illumination. Okay, so we can go back 28 days before to see which kind of intention we set in the previous month, or to be more effective, we can go 6 months before to see, okay, 6 months before there was the new moon in Aquarius, and try to recall what was my intention for the new year of 2025. And ask yourself, some of my dreams that I set up in January, it was the 29th of January, on January 2025, did they become a reality or not? So the full moon, it's a moment that basically, it's valid for every full moon, that basically means celebrate what will come to fruition, reveal what it is hidden, because the moon is full, it's bright, and so usually it's revealing some hidden truth, or it's a best moment to speak your truth to someone, for example. And the third aspect of a full moon, there is a lot of intensity, a lot of emotionality, so you need to learn how to manage your emotion and you need to learn how to let go. So these are the main themes that you need to keep in mind for every video connected to the full moon. But now let's focus on this full moon. This full moon is in Aquarius. Aquarius, it's all about rebellion. It's all about focusing on independence. And this full moon is ruled by Uranus, as I said before, that wants to break free, and the Saturn that wants to limit. But let's now focus on the main four themes in order to understand this collective energy. Theme number one, sorry. We have a strong trine. We have a strong grand trine between Uranus in Gemini, Mars in Libra, and Pluto in Aquarius. And this trine represents a lot of passion energy that is coming to light. It's a lot of intensity, and Pluto that is reverse retrograde in Aquarius, it's amplifying the personal transformation. So Pluto is known for being really deep, and it's known to go really deep in your shadow and purging our excessive energy. So it's a wonderful period next week to have that you might have sudden realization to finally break free your mind, because the air represents the mind, to break free your mind and finally liberate your mind from what was tormenting you in the previous month. Because if you recall in my previous video, June and July was a period of a lot of emotionality, because we had the start of the transit of Jupiter in Cancer, and so finally with full moon is coming the liberation of the mind. Second aspect, we have Uranus that is sextile in Mercury retrograde in Leo. This energy is going to bring unexpected revelation in communication, and maybe your best friends will tell you something that you don't expect, or your partner will tell you something that you don't expect. You need to check in which house. I will soon prepare a sort of mini guide for you to really guide you in this process. On how to check independently without relying too much on checking the horoscope and checking the sign for each lunation. Okay, but Uranus sextile Mercury in Leo retrograde will bring unexpected revelation and communication, and then you need to pay attention that if you want to say something to someone, the Uranus energy is quite impulsive, so you need to think before you speak. And because Mercury is still retrograde, it might bring still a lot of miscommunication and create a lot of drama and chaos in specific situation in your life. Okay, so it's a tricky energy about communication. Maybe I can give you this example. If there is someone that you like so much, and you didn't have the time in the previous months to say it, you might say it impulsively, but there might be some miscommunication because, first of all, the other person doesn't expect that. And second, you might not tell it properly, or you might tell it in the wrong moment when the person is focusing on some specific issue. So pay attention how to calibrate this situation, and also pay attention how you calibrate this energy if you have a conflict with someone, because you might regret what you say. Okay, then we have Uranus that is a sextile Saturn retrograde in Aries and Neptune retrograde in Aries. So this bring innovative ideas, sudden realization, and let's say I would say better self-awareness on who we are, what are our boundaries, and what we believe. So Saturn and Neptune retrograde. You can go more into details in the previous video connected to the retrograde planets, but basically speaking, Saturn and Neptune retrograde are asking us to revisit our commitments and our boundaries with people, with situation, with the project, and so on. Last but not least, we have one of the heaviest transit of 2025, which is Mars in Libra, which is in opposition to Saturn retrograde in Aries. Why it's heavy energy, this one? Because Saturn in Aries, it's it's falling energy. Saturn is not really in a good energy in Aries, and also Mars in Libra, it's not really good. So this transit might cause next week a lot of clash between people, between relationship, between business partnership, between a romantic situation, and also if it happen, for example, this transit in your seventh house or eighth house, it might bring some legal drama. For example, if you have legal action that are ongoing, because Aries it's all about I am, and Libra it's all about us, it's all about relationships. So there is a clash, there is opposition between these two forces, and this energy is like a vase that has a lot of cracks. And if the two people are willing to fix the cracks, it might be difficult, but you will succeed, and I will tell you how in the next transit. Otherwise, the person will start to set their new boundaries and will say, okay, I prioritize my self love, I prioritize myself, and we start to leave the specific toxic situation for basically their well being. Okay? Another situation is that people might also, if you turn the energy to another aspect, it might be also that people will try to avoid conflict with this energy. But Mars in Libra will tell you, hey, this situation that you continue to do since the last months is not fair, and this relationship is not balanced, so I need to let you go. Okay, this is the energy. The key, in my opinion, is not patient now, but is self-respect and self-love. So it's an energy that is helping us to break free, connected to our self-love and connected to our self-respect. Okay, and the cherry on the cake in this big transit, in this like intense transit, is that we have something sweet. We have a lot of tension because Uranus is communicating with a lot of planets, as we just said. But in the end, we have a really nice transit because we have Jupiter that in Cancer that is conjunct Venus in Cancer, and this energy is an energy that is pretty beneficial. So it's like even if we separated from a toxic situation, we have a sudden surprise from the universe connected to Venus and Jupiter in conjunction, that is giving us emotional support, is giving us love, is giving us what we were looking for. And maybe we were so stuck in that specific toxic situation that we were not able to see it. But now finally we break free, we turn to the opposite side, and we see the surprise and the nice gift from the universe represented by Venus and Jupiter in conjunction. And this transit, Venus, it's not only about love, it's not only about connection, it's not only about relationship, but represent also a good money transit. So if you are in a period where you need to sell or you need to buy properties, this conjunction is like a miracle. Okay. So overall, if I need to summarize, be mindful of what you manifest in this full moon, because you can play the Tower card, or you can receive the Tower card from a specific person, and this is positive because it's gonna clear the path on what you are really meant to be. And you are meant to be where you are meant to be, where is the transit that it is called, like I stated before, Jupiter and Venus in Cancer, which is represented by a connection, but by a connection that is nurturing, by true authentic connection, and that is the solution to the current struggle of your life. Okay. Some of you might ask me, okay, but how I need to break free from a specific toxic situation during this period? So between the 8th and the 10th of August, around the period of the full moon, you can just visualize yourself breaking free from a specific toxic situation. And you can use like you can use crystal like for example amethyst that is helping you to gain clarity. You can use essential oil like frankincense or peppermint that enhance clarity. You can use in your bed under your pillow. You can use lavender, for example, and it's a wonderful energy also visualizing you to break free, but also initiate next week something new. For example, if you want to create is actually what I did, what I'm going to do. If you want to create, like for example, a new club, if you want to create new community of like-minded people, you can start to initiate a new meetup that is based on true value that is connected to you. You can go to volunteer in some specific farms. It's really an energy that is inviting us to create community because, as I remember to everyone, you cannot do anything alone. All the people that are too much focused on the me, they're gonna collapse. And the importance will be like to connect all together and to rise to support each other emotionally, physically, mentally together, and move in the direction that is fulfilling us. So it's a wonderful period for parties, communities, connection, joining a sport group, join a new curiosity club, philosophy club, and so on, so on, so on. Okay? Last but not least, remember, because you are breaking free, we are all breaking free from a specific situation. Remember that you become like the 5 people that you are surrounding yourself with. So you need, like in this period, because we have all the planets that are retrograde, you can do like in this period an inventory in the next 7 days. You can check and you can see in your life, you can revisit all your aspect of your life. You can see, okay, which are the 5 people that I'm surrounding myself the most, and are these people supporting me emotionally? Are these people supporting me mentally, my mental strength, or they are just a waste of time? That's another key point to break free and move far away and run from situation that doesn't serve you anymore. I trust that this video was useful. Please do share this video to all the people that you know that might benefit on this powerful. I believe that it's the most powerful transit of all 2025, and it's key to understand all the different aspect and point, and I trust that I gave you all the input for you to take the right action. Thank you really for the attention, and see you to the next episode. Ciao ciao.